Hi, I'm Heidi Alexandra Pollard, and today I'd like to introduce you to the UQ Powerhouse. Businesses today are more and more busy, and there is so much competition in the marketplace that for a business to really stand out and be unique, they have to know exactly what it is that makes them different, and they also have to get their house in order. So one of the things we talk about at UQ Power is the UQ Powerhouse. And the reason this is so critical for business today is that they have to have a really solid foundation and base in order to then be in a position to grow and flourish. So there's 4 rooms to the UQ Powerhouse, and they are IQ, EQ, body, and vision. So let me tell you a little bit about those. So the first one, IQ, is just like the name suggests, intelligence quotient, or as we like to call it, ideation quotient. And what that's all about is how smart you are at the way you run your business, how focused you are, how well your systems and processes work, and how well you know your actual field, your profession that you're in. The second room in the UQ Powerhouse is EQ. And EQ is really critical and often a step that people leave out. And it's all about how you connect and relate to your audience, to your stakeholders, to your staff internally, and just how the marketplace sees you. So if you're unable to connect and build relationships and rapport, that's one of the rooms in your house that you'd be letting down. The third room of the UQ Powerhouse is vision, and vision is absolutely critical for a business to succeed. Many people start out in business and they're just working day by day to make sure that they get by. But what they need to do is really get clear on that big vision, on where they see their business going. And not only for them as a CEO or business owner to be clear on that, but to make sure that their team and their staff know exactly what that vision is and how they're contributing. The fourth room of the UQ Powerhouse is body. And body's an unusual one because there's kind of 2 ways you can look at body. Firstly, you can look at it as your own physical body, how physically energized you are, how well you show up when you're presenting your business, how well you're looking after and maintaining your physicality actually has a real impact on your business. And secondly, you can also look at your body as being your business's body. So your brand, your logo, your cars, your building, your stationery, all the things that physically represent your brand. So why do you need all 4 rooms of the UQ Powerhouse working together? Well, lots of reasons, but just like any house, you need a really solid foundation if you're going to grow your business. And for many people, they usually have one strength or a personality style or a way of doing business that works for them best. And what they often find is then they fall into a pattern of just working with that strength. By having all 4 rooms in a good foundation, you actually build a much stronger and resilient business, one that's more sustainable over the long term, one that's more likely to also engage with your stakeholders and your staff. Because the hard fact is that business is tough, and if you don't actually practice and work on getting all those 4 rooms in place, you're going to find that there are areas of your business that are not going as well as other areas of your business. Now you have your UQ Powerhouse in order, what do you do with it? First, I want to give you a challenge to define your uniqueness, to work out what it is that makes you absolutely unique. You can begin by thinking about what are some of the strengths you have, what are some of the things that when you do them, it's like time stands still, things that you really enjoy. What are those things that you loved doing as a child, things that you loved creating, building, playing with other children, creating pantomimes, singing, anything at all? Often we find in childhood we have clues to who we are and what makes you uniquely you. And often in business we forget to go back there and draw on those things that made us really strong, really unique. So really my challenge to you is to think about over the next 20 days, how can you build that into everything you do? When you show up for a networking event, how can you bring that uniqueness to the way you introduce yourself to other people? Look at your website, look at your marketing materials and really think, do they represent who I am and who my business is uniquely in the marketplace? So finally, here at UQ Power, we're all about helping you find your uniqueness. And this is so critical because if you want to have a thriving, profitable business, you have to differentiate yourself. You have to stand out in the marketplace. Today, the world is full of ideas, of businesses, of people doing different things. And if you're not standing out and being unique, you will get stuck in a sea of sameness. Today, you have to absolutely differentiate who you are, what you do, and why you bring that uniquely to the marketplace. And we'd love to help you do just that. It's your time. Step up and be unique.